Life gives us a lot of sameness. The same thing, day after day, week after week, year after year. And you just wonder, where is all this going? What's the meaning? The purpose? When you take a moment and stop to think about it, it's like they're the words of the tired, the words of the disillusioned. It's almost like there's nothing really to look forward to. It's at that point I must think, I've got to have something to look forward to, something that makes sense. It's here that I must ask myself, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? How am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? We all end up somewhere in life, but only some of us will end up somewhere on purpose.
This year I'm excited and inspired to see our church reach new levels and make a difference in people's lives and families through our commitment, prayer, generosity and devotion.
I was married in '73. For 22 years there was violence in our marriage.
And it wasn't until I started growing up in my teenage years that I started to realise that it wasn't really the same life for everyone. I realised that there are different families and friends that had different ways of doing life.
Inspire Church is a multi-campus church. Over the years, God has added other churches to us. Our first was Inspire Church Macarthur, that's pastored by Luke and Leellen McMartin.
Inspire Church Macarthur is going extremely well. We're seeing God impact people's lives on a weekly basis.
Our other campus is Inspire Church Ingleburn, which is pastored by Matt and Barbara Spokes.
Inspire Church Ingleburn was launched in February 2010. Since then, we've had 55 new people and 17 unsaved people get saved in the Ingleburn area.
And I believe the church is strongly on God's heart. I believe in 2011, it's so important that we never ever neglect the church. Don't forsake the assembling of yourselves together, as is the habit of some. And I believe that as life gets busier, it's so easy to neglect the church. But make it your first love, make it your first priority. And I believe as you make it your first love and your first priority, as you seek God first, He'll make sure everything else is sorted out in your life. If you want me to give you some last words, it would be these. Just love God, love people, and inspire your world. And let's work together as a church, as a community, to express the love of God in this region.